If you've been exploring breathwork certifications, if you've been searching for them on the internet, you might have noticed that there is a lack of diversity in this field. In fact, you might even be surprised to see my face popping up here on your screen. In this video, I will share the 4 things you should look for in a breathwork certification that go way, way beyond simply putting the stock photo of a person of color on the website and a statement that says all are welcome. I am Chauna, founder and head teacher at Breath Liberation Society. I certify inclusive, socially conscious practitioners in trauma-informed breathwork so that they can facilitate responsibly, ethically, and skillfully. By the end of this video, you will see all of the ways that we ensure a diverse learning environment at Breath Liberation Society. And if you're interested in learning more about the training, I'll share a link below so that you can get all of the information and even book a sales call to learn more about the training with me. Let's get into it. The number one thing you should be looking for when you're choosing a diverse training is that the training has a clear understanding of the roots of breathwork. Breathwork is an ancient practice. There are signs of breathwork across many cultures, across many continents. From the ancient African warriors who used breathwork for stamina, from the amazing divers in Japan who dive for pearls and hold their breath for unhuman amounts of time. Breathwork is very well documented through the pranayama practices in Southeast Asia. Breathwork was often used in ceremony for a connection to self, a connection to the universe, and it definitely was not created this year, last year, in the 60s. So you want to find a training that acknowledges the roots of breathwork and in fact, a training that encourages you to explore the roots of breathwork. That's one of the first assignments we have at Breath Liberation Society. We invite all of the students to start exploring their lineage and see if there are signs of breathwork, see if there are words or parts of their language, of their native language, that use breath and that deify the breath. That is so important. Number 2, and this should go without saying, but the training that you choose, a diverse breathwork training, should have diverse teachers on faculty. A commitment to being diverse has to go past just a few scholarships and a diverse person, a racially ambiguous person, snapshotted onto a website. When you choose a training that has diverse teachers on faculty, it tells you that the training itself is working hard to bring you different lived experiences, to have you see breathwork through different lenses, through different points of view. And while we're on that, number 3 for a diverse breathwork training is that you should be learning from more than one teacher. You should not be learning from just one single teacher. At Breath Liberation Society, we have a full faculty and also 20 experts from all different walks of life, from sound ritualists to therapists to dream workers to tarot readers to massage therapists. You want to make sure that you are learning from all different perspectives. You're learning from different people. You're learning from different ways of experiencing the breath, different ways of facilitating the breath. So that way you have a really well-rounded breathwork experience, and then you can choose what you want from that well-rounded exposure to what feels true to you and use that when you facilitate. It's the best way to build a more unique approach to breathwork rather than just simply learning a script, simply learning verbatim what the one solo teacher is telling you. You want to make sure that you are getting a diverse experience, diverse exposure to breathwork. Number 4, when choosing a diverse breathwork training, this one might come as a surprise, but it's something I'm very proud of at Breath Liberation Society. Choose a training that caters to multiple styles of learning. You want to make sure that this training allows you to either watch the recordings in bite-sized pieces so that you can learn the lectures. Perhaps there's a live learning component, and then also additional information. So you can have worksheets, different learning materials, a podcast, slides that help for visual learners. All of those things are really, really important when it comes to a diverse learning experience because it does allow for people with different styles of learning, different brains, different ways of understanding things to also participate. And anytime you have a diverse staff, you have a diverse learning experience, it's going to be an incredible experience. It's going to be an incredible training because you'll get to interact with people who think differently than you, people who look differently than you, people who live differently than you. And that ultimately is what creates a really enriching and fantastic, colorful breathwork experience. If you are interested in learning more about Breath Liberation Society, where we are inclusive, diverse, and committed to transformation and liberation through the breath, click the link down below and I will get that information right over to you. And hopefully you can come train with us soon.